Hello! I'm here in my sunny greenhouse and I want to talk today about mulch very quickly. What is mulch? Mulch is anything you put over the top of your soil to protect it. It locks in moisture and it helps suppress weeds as well. My favourite mulch for use in the greenhouse is maybe not that common. I haven't seen that many people use it as a greenhouse solution, but I've found it's worked really well when I've been growing in greenhouses and polytunnels. And what is it? My favourite mulch? Paper! These are trashy magazines. I get them for the puzzles. They help me go to sleep because they're so easy. You can use non-glossy magazine or newspaper, or even packing paper. This is what has come stuffed in some parcels that we've had in the house, and you just need to unscrunch it to use it. Why do I like paper over other things? Okay, so here in the greenhouse right now, what I have as a mulch layer is straw, because we had some straw that was wet and damaged. Straw is great, but number one, it carries grass seeds, so it can make grass appear in your beds. Number two, it's not very good at mulching weeds. I can show you a weed right now. That one in the mid shot, that's a weed, and it just grows happily through the straw. The straw doesn't provide any resistance. Here are my lovely cucumbers coming along. Paper in 2 or 3 layers provides good weed resistance. The light coloured paper reflects light upwards, so your plants are getting more light on them. And unlike cardboard, which can be a bit of a pain to tear and punch through, paper, when it's wet, you can just take a trowel and dig right through it to plant new plants in. So I find as mulches go, it does everything. It reflects light, locks in moisture, and suppresses weeds, and doesn't get in the way when it's time to plant through it. So I'll just show you how I lay it on the soil. It's easy as pie. So literally all I do to prepare it is I take off the glossy cover, because the glossy pages tend to have more plastics on them. You don't actually need to worry about newsprint ink and low quality magazine ink, because they use vegetable inks, so they shouldn't cause damage to your garden. Then just open it up, tear off. You want at least 3 layers really. 3-page thick is a good thickness to have. And then all you do is just lay it on the soil, and because it's indoors, you don't really have to worry about the wind blowing it around. If you have a polytunnel, it can become a bit of an issue. As the paper gets damp underneath from water evaporating off the soil, it will start to be held in place. You'll also find that mycelium, fungal growth starts to grow through it and pin it down. And as long as you're not in a windy spot and your greenhouse doesn't get gusts of wind going in it, you shouldn't find that you need to weigh it down, but you can just use some bricks or things at the edges to keep your paper in place. And yeah, as I said, it's very easy to plant through. When it's wet, it's soft enough that you can just take a trowel and punch through it, and the same for any bamboo support canes. Just dampen the paper and punch through them. I have a real problem with bindweed in this greenhouse. You can see some growing outside there. It crawls in as well, and just having the paper down stops it putting roots into the actual substrate and lets me easily see the weeds creeping out so I can get on top of them. Another benefit to this way of mulching is that you can see exactly where to water. So when this is finished, it'll be like that, and we'll just see this little triangle here, so we know watering just here. You're not wasting all of your water splashing all over the surface of your straw mulch, compost or soil. There we go, my plants are now happy little green islands floating in a sea of horrible, true real life stories and very, very easy puzzles. This will keep them happy and healthy, help reduce the amount of watering I need to do this summer, and make it very easy to spot fruit and weeds as well. I'm looking forward to my tomatoes and cucumbers from the greenhouse this year. I hope you like this tip. Tag me on Instagram at RooMadeThis if you use this tip in your garden. And I'll see you next time from my very sweaty greenhouse. Bye! And that item is plane noise.